Mr. Nitin Patel is joining me right now in our studios. He's Executive Director with Sadbhav Engineering. Mr. Patel, thank you very much for coming back on the show. Good morning, sir. Prashant this side.
Good morning.
Just tell us what is happening on the road sector. What is the latest? The announcement from the government for the road sector was NHAI incentives.
Correct.
Which just came out a few days back. I think that would be a good point to start. Can you tell us what do the incentives mean, how they will work, and what is the impact going to be? Very plainly for our viewers.
Fine. Ultimately what we interpret basically the announcement what government has recently made, this is purely for the developers actually, as well as this is for the road asset owners actually. So what they had given the clarification that during the construction phase there were the various challenges was faced by the developer as well as NHAI itself, because earlier the obligation to give the land and also to get the environmental clearance and utility shifting and everything was lying with the NHAI.
That delayed projects.
That was delayed actually, and because of that actually what has happened, the construction period got extended by say for example 1 year, 2 year, whatever be, depending upon the site situation. And what the viability of that project has gone because the developer has asked for the extension of the concession period or extension of the tolling period because of the same development, which was not given by NHAI to any of the developers. Now with the cabinet has given the clearance that any construction extension by the independent engineer will automatically lead to a extension in the concession period actually. So obviously the viability of the project has brought back, number one, and obviously this will allow lenders to refinance the basically whole debt structure for that particular project.
So let's just use an example. Say a project was awarded. Work was expected to start on a toll project in 2010, right? And then the work did not start because clearances did not come through. There was a concession agreement, say for 10 years with the government had.
Correct. 20 years or so.
20 years, say, with the contractor. And the work did not start, right?
Correct.
For 5 years. We're in 2015 now. For whatever reason. So what is going to happen to that project now? The concession period is still there. You're still in the concession period. Are you saying that the concession period gets extended by 5 years?
Yes, two ways actually. One is the work could not be started. This is one part. And second thing, obviously the work has been started and it was stuck midway because the land could not be obtained for the part of the projects and that. So what government has given the clarification that once the independent engineer of the project, when they have extended the construction period, because originally what was independent engineer was giving the extension of the construction period because the reason was beyond the control of the developer and it was the authority's default. So that's why the construction period was extended. So all the basically developers have sought the extension of the concession period by the same period what they have lost actually. Now the government has given the clarification and this will allow basically obviously the viability.
Engineer? I mean, is it a
normally
you'll have to appoint someone to verify?
Yes. See, before the appointed date of any of the BOT project, generally the independent engineer is being appointed by the NHAI actually. This is also a bidding process actually, and for which the last five name has to be suggested by the developer, and out of the 5, whoever will be basically the lowest or who will be falling in the criteria.
That person, that engineer oversees the...
Exactly. During the entire construction period as well as some part of the concession period, depending upon the appointment given by NHAI, he will be treated as the independent engineer. And concession agreement clearly specify that the powers has been...
So most developers had asked for extension of the concession period.
Right.
And NHAI had not so far granted the concession period.
Exactly.
The extension.
Correct.
Right? Now they'll have to grant it.
Now they will grant it. So this
will
be
who
a
will
big
decide this is only for delay because of external circumstances, right?
Yes.
Outside the control of the developer.
Correct.
But who will determine that?
That is independent engineer.
Okay.
Correct.
And are most of the projects which are where work never took off or work is stuck because of external reasons?
See, majority of the projects obviously because of the external reasons actually. Hardly few of the projects got delayed because of the failure of the developer to get it completed actually.
Okay. Right. So this is so there is no financial reimbursement here that we're talking about.
See, obviously, practically no financial reimbursement, but obviously the loss which has, the time loss or the basically say for the revenue loss which has foregone, that will be covered by way of the extension of the period. And obviously the developer will get the escalated revenue, basically from the toll, basically road users to get compensation of the basically loss what they have suffered actually.
Okay, what about BOT annuity projects? It will work the same way?
Yes, for annuity also basically on the particular commercial operation date, when the project gets commercial operation date, whatever delays happened, the NHA will make the upfront payment of that lost annuity period. So under this case, basically the concession period will not get extended, but the upfront payment of the annuity will be made by NHA to the developer actually.
Now coming to Sadbhav, is there any project of Sadbhav which will get benefited because of this?
See, one thing, there is no such project which got stuck basically for Sadbhav. Whole of the entire portfolio basically under the control and work has been completed. But obviously there are the couple of projects where the construction got delayed because the NHAI could not provide the land. However, we have achieved the commercial operation date and that project is under revenue. But what we are of the view that the independent engineer in both the projects have given the extension of the construction period. So automatically we will get the extension of the concession period under this project also.
No, but you don't have any projects which are stuck because of those reasons, right? Because this is project-wise.
Correct. It is not a stock project, but obviously when the policy has came, because any delay due
so you're
to
saying
the
now in future if there is
failure,
anything which happens, then you would be applicable for...
No, even past also, the project what we got completed, those projects also we will be eligible to get the basically compensation in terms of the extension of the concession period. And obviously we have already approached to the NHAI and we are likely to get the same once all the policy matter will be through.
So there are projects which you have completed but which got delayed. Completion was delayed because of whatever
because
reasons,
of some period, and for which already independent engineer has given the extension of construction period for those projects also.
Can you quantify the financial impact here?
See, in terms of the present value, what we can say, it may be around close to 150 to 170 crores for both the projects together actually.
Okay, these are toll projects?
Or these are the toll projects,
these are
correct.
Two toll projects?
Two toll projects, right.
Toll projects. Okay, fair enough. Would this also give comfort to lending institutions, banks, etc., this intervention?
Yes, obviously, because now the original period has now they are in the place actually. So what was the lost period, and because of that lost period, obviously the project cost got escalated because of the IDC has gone up. Even basically the lenders, basically the funding has also got delayed because of the same. And now once the NHA has given the approval for this extension, so obviously after the refinance or adopting the 525 scheme of the Reserve Bank of India, what they have approved, basically this will give the comfort to the lenders also to soften the recovery process from the project itself without losing the time period for that project itself.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, how is Sadbhav doing in terms of orders that it is taking in? Can you just talk about the environment?
True. See, now if you see the construction business in Sadbhav Engineering, obviously the environmental in road sector is very bullish actually, because we have seen during the
Let's start with roads. The other mining, irrigation we'll get to later.
Okay,
but
fine.
roads.
See, last 8 to 10 months we have seen the series of ordering was there from NHAI, and obviously in a company perspective we have added orders worth 2,800 crores fresh orders in this first half of the current fiscal also actually. And obviously going forward, as of now we have worked out that almost around 16 to 18,000 crores worth of the tenders are there lined up before 31st of December actually.
I have this number in at the end of the last financial year, your order book was about 8,500 crores.
Yes, it is around close to 9,000 crores actually. Correct.
So it's now moved to almost 12,000 crores.
No. That includes basically the new orders what we won during the first half actually. So now we are sitting on almost 9,000 crores worth of the order book, including the 2,800 crores of the new orders what we won during the first half actually. And there's all are from the road sector.
Okay. Oh no, you're talking about the road order book.
No, total order book.
Total order book. Right. But I spoke to you on the 16th of April 2015 and you had told me that the total order book was 8,500 crores.
Correct. That was
So,
basically at
the
that
order
point
backlog.
of time.
Yeah.
The order backlog for.
But 2 quarters later, you're saying your order book has moved up only by 500 crores.
No. Actually, what has happened, the execution has also been happened by almost around 1,500 crores of the worth of the execution
So
has
we
been
should
done
add
by the
that as
company.
well.
So that we have to reduce from the earlier order book, and the new orders we have to add it actually. So as of 30th of September, our outstanding order is around 9,000 crores, which includes the 2,800 crores of the new orders from NHAI during the first half actually.
Okay. Are you satisfied with the pace of tendering which is going on?
Yes, actually the EPC, obviously there is a good pace is there, and BOT, obviously the earlier 8 projects what has been awarded by NHAI, but there are the hybrid annuity projects has been opened up, and obviously the new tenders during next week there are the 4 tenders are due, almost costing around 3,500 crores for bidding actually. That is from the hybrid annuity projects. And also another couple of projects are basically lined up by NHA, which may be awarded before 31st of December actually. So apart from EPC, we are seeing the good traction will continue in this hybrid annuity. And once the process will successfully basically be in a place, so I think there will be a series of tenders will be there in from NHA perspective also.
You're saying next week 3,500 crores worth of tenders will open?
That is only the hybrid annuity, only in hybrid annuity.
Yeah.
Safe, but apart from hybrid annuity, almost around 15,000 crores worth of the new tenders in APC business actually are there in pipeline, which are to be basically bidded by various bidders actually.
Okay. When will this get to the tendering stage, these orders?
See, already
EPC?
the date has been announced by NHAI. So this, as I have mentioned, before 31st of December,
This
all
year,
these
this
tenders
financial
are
year.
this financial year itself actually.
Okay. Fair enough. Got it. What about the other 2 segments, mining and irrigation? What's happening there?
See, mining, obviously we have started looking the large size mining project actually, and more particularly mine developer, as a mine developer and operator actually. What we understand that this is the sector now, it will open up in a big way, because the Supreme Court, once they have reallocated the mines to the various states as well as the basically various power projects actually. So now the bidding of these mines is there in the place, and obviously from company perspective now we have started looking basically for bidding, and in December itself we are going to put even a couple of bids basically where the tenure of the mining contract is beyond, means ranging from 15 years to 25 years actually. So this both are the basically.
What will you do in this space?
See, this is a pure mine developer and operator. So particularly we have to carry out the complete.
So you say, for example, you go to Tata Steel,
correct,
and you say that we will develop the mine and operate the mine as well. Is that what you mean?
See,
Yeah?
mine has already been allocated to them.
Yes.
As of now, the projects what we are looking, where the obviously rehabilitation and reconstruction has everything has been done by the particular power project actually of that particular company itself.
Sure.
So they are giving us the clean land actually. So but we have to carry out the overburden removal, extraction of coal actually. And then after, the coal has to be sized depending upon the basically to make it transportable actually. And also we have to wash the coal basically to bring down the purity of the coal to a desired level actually. And then after, the washed coal needs to be transported till the railway yard. So all this process is to be carried out within the single contract itself actually. And obviously this is a large size and a very long term actually. So what we see as compared to the past what we had done, this is going to become a obviously very long term as well as the sizable business opportunity.
It's looking up basically, right?
Yes. Obviously we have started the process of bidding, and the next month itself there are the couple of bids are there actually.
All right, fair enough. Mr. Patel, I'm out of time. Thanks very much
Thank you very much.
for joining us. Appreciate you joining me. Thank you.